Welcome to the start of a new video. Let me just change out of this quickly and then I'll tell you what's about to happen. Okay? Yeah, let's get out of this and put on a t-shirt. A decent. Alright. Much better. Much better. Welcome back to another vlog. I'm in my boudoir. I'm in my boudoir because it's that time. It is incredibly hot this week in SA. I haven't filmed in the last week because my youngest sister was here. Both of my sisters were here. And I just wanted private time with my sisters because they were visiting me for a week and sleeping over and all of that. And I didn't want to film with them around, especially the younger one. You know, if it was just Naledi, I get it. I probably would have filmed with her and done all the things. But the little one was also here and I didn't want to do that. So we're starting this vlog today because the little one has left. She left this morning and her parents are back and now she's gone. So now it's just me. And what I want to do this afternoon, because Lily is coming tomorrow. Lily is the lady who keeps my house very spotless. You must have seen her if you watch my videos a lot. I want to change out my wardrobe, especially the section with the dresses. That's where I'm going to start because it is now very hot and I need to make sure that my dresses are front of the pile because I like to wear dresses, especially in the warmer months. I really couldn't be bothered about being in jeans. For me, it's comfort that is key over everything. So because I've bought a couple of things and months ago, probably between April, May, I bought these 3 items and I never really showed them on the channel. And one of them is actually still in the bag. I haven't worn it because the weather got considerably colder after that and I couldn't wear them. So now that I'm going to be hanging them up and removing old clothes, old dresses that I don't wear anymore, I'm doing this today because I want Lily to get first dibs on whatever she likes and she can take, and then from there I'm going to donate. I'm going to donate them to a charity. I'm going to donate them. I'm not giving them away to family and friends. I'm donating them. But I do want Lily to have first dibs because I have a great relationship with Lily and she's amazing and she's wonderful. So I want her to have first dibs. So these are some of the things that I bought around the April, May time. I'd like to say late April, beginning of May. I don't remember. That I've never shown on the channel and they're brand new and I haven't worn them before. Obviously, I fit everything on. I size everything on and then I take it from there. So this is the first one, right? So the first one is a skirt from Luella. I got the skirt because I think this was around the time that I was doing that modern woman. I was speaking at an event and I couldn't decide what it is that I wanted to wear. So I got the skirt which has got frills on it. It's beautiful. It's a Luella skirt and I haven't worn it. So I'm definitely going to wear it in the summertime. It came in this blush pink and a black color. But because I already have a skirt that's similar to this, that's got frills and sort of like mesh and all of that, I thought, no man, rather let me get the blush pink. And this one was from Luella. Maybe even if you go onto the Bash website, you might actually still find these because they keep on the website certain items for a much longer period. So you might find the skirt. This was $8.99 and I got it in a size 12 because the 10 was a bit too snug on here, but it opened quite nicely. But I got it in a 12 because it fit perfectly. It's just a little bit too lanky, so I need to find a way to get that tailored, but I love it. I love it. It's a beautiful, beautiful skirt. And then I got this dress from YDE. It's very crumpled. That's the paper bag. I got this dress from YDE. Again, a dress that I thought I was going to wear on the day of the Modern Woman event. I really thought I was going to wear this dress. I didn't get to wear it. I ended up wearing, because it was slightly chilly, so I ended up wearing a 2-piece knit set that is cream from Zara. You guys must have seen it. I'll put a picture of it here. But this was the dress that I was actually going to wear that day. It is beautiful. This is the front of the dress, and then you can actually see a little bit of my skin on the sides. And because good sis has got a good waist, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, it sat beautifully, and I cannot wait to be invited somewhere and actually wear it in the spring months, because these colors are absolutely gorgeous. And it's layered, so it's got a layer here. It's a really nice, what I would like to say, cocktail dress, but it's also nice for just out and about if you want to do brunch with the girls. It's sexy, man. And the ironic thing is, I saw someone at that event wearing this dress, so I was actually so relieved. I got it from YDE. This was around 1.2, but it's a beautiful dress. So, and then from Foschini, I think this was around the April time, I got this rose gold satin dress, also really pretty on. I really can't show them to you when they're on because they're different, right? But I had to get this in a 14, if at all. It's satin, so pretty, so pretty. If at all, I wanted it to sit very loose and not tight around my hip area. This is my biggest problem. For me, a lot of the time, this is my biggest problem. With jeans, this, Naledi and I have this. Here, we pretty good, but this, woo, my babe, it's a huge problem. It's a huge problem. So, so because I wanted it to sit lanky, I had to pick up a 14 because a 12 was tight, super tight, clinging to my skin. And I was like, nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm too grown and I don't like tight things, and I'm too grown for tight things. So this is another one that I haven't worn. This would be great for dinner or evening events with like a little nice blazer on top of that. Or you can just go with it like that and carry a nice clutch purse with a nice heel. Are you joking? Beautiful, beautiful. And then today I was perusing around the shops and I got carried away. That's all I'm going to say. I got carried away. But the one thing I went into Woolies for and ended up coming out with a lot more than I bargained for is this. I went into Woolies for some slippers. And I'm going to wear these now because I need to. Okay? I went into Woolies for some slippers. Are you surprised that they're black? No, I'm sure you're not. Are you surprised that they're from the male section? Probably not. If you've been watching these vlogs for some time, you know that there is a big pair that belonged to someone who is now in my past that I would wear, right? And they're sitting right there. And I'm actually sick of wearing them. I want to throw them out. So we are wearing my size. This is not my size. This is a size 6, but it's more likely to be more comfortable than the ones that I was wearing, because those ones, they're too big, and it felt like most of the time I'm dragging my feet. So I didn't like that. It made me feel come on. That's yeah, it's the kind of feeling. And then everything else is something I don't show online, but underwear, the sexy kind of underwear. I had to buy myself new underwear. Okay, there's every couple of months, maybe 3 times a year, buy yourself some new underwear if you can, if the budget allows. But for me, I had to get some sexy items. You know what I'm saying? Don't ask me why. But they're in here, and I'm not going to show you what I wear underneath. I don't do that. I'm too grown. I'm approaching 40. I don't have time to be showing intimates online. You can imagine. Black, lacy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I got a white one as well. It's kind of sexy. Anyway, shop. Lastly, I went into H&M. Dresses. Like I said, just Christmas time. Warmer months, not Christmas time. Warmer months, I love to be in dresses. It's a thing. I love it. I'm more comfortable in dresses. I feel like I'm too grown to be wearing tight jeans every day. I love a good dress, and I love a good dress that sits nice on me. I'm not going to try them on. I've already tried them on, and it's flippin' hot to be in and out of clothes and all of that. I'm not going to do that. However, when I do wear them, I'll take snaps of them and I'll put them somewhere in my vlogs, or follow me on Instagram because I post pictures on there. So that's that. We're going to start with the ones that I normally wear when I'm home. I really love myself a good bodycon dress. So very simple. This is, I think, from the basics line of H&M, because that section was just basics, like blacks, black t-shirts, white t-shirts, gray t-shirts, just basics, and they had dresses as well. So I went ahead and picked this up. I need to get the tags off. This one, plain, shows my arms, not something that I typically like. I don't like to show this part of my arm, but it is what it is. When it's hot, it's hot. But I also have cute shirts that I can wear on top and sort of like tie them at my waist, and it makes it look cute. But I needed one of these. I do have a few, but I needed a new one. So I got it, okay? This was $1.99 for one. And then I got the, black and white, striped. Black and white. Love it as well. Very cute. I would typically wear these if I'm chilling at home, or I need to pop out and go to Checkers, or I need to go somewhere, buy a bev. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what I would wear these ones, right? Not when I'm going something. Nah. These typically are for me when I'm chilling at home, in and around my neighborhood, that kind of thing, right? Something that I would wear if I'm going out, brunching or doing lunch or whatever. Remember, I did say I am almost 40. I don't have time to be wearing things that are tight, that are uncomfortable, that are this, blah, blah, blah. But trust me when I say whatever I buy looks good on me. You know, I don't need to tell you. If you follow me on Instagram or you've seen me dressed up and whatever, I make sure. If there's one thing about me, I'll make sure. So now this is a beautiful, very unlike me in terms of colorway. It's a long dress. It gets to, I like to say, around my ankle. Yeah, almost floor length, but around my ankle, which is pretty good, right? And I've got a bunch of shoes. If there's one thing that I don't buy much, it's shoes, because I have a lot of shoes. But this one is blue and white. I'm manifesting going to the beach and looking cute, It's blue and white. It's got buttons all the way down, from the top all the way down, so you can even wear it as a little caftan kind of situation. Really nice. But it's also got a belt for around the waist, because if there's one thing that I will do is accentuate my waist. All right. So love it. I don't like dresses that just kind of hang loose. I do like this one. Where is it? I put one. So I do. You've seen me in this dress quite a lot. This is a Fashini dress. I do love dresses that hang loose. I've got this in a green color, and I've got it in a white color as well. But sometimes I need to show the waist. And if I am going somewhere to a nice brunch situation, or I'm going out for lunch with my sister and we just want to look cute, which is something we want to do in the next couple of days, I will reach for something that accentuates my waist a little bit, but is also a dress and I can look cute in, The next one, that one was around $3.79. Yeah, $3.79. This one was a little bit more pricier than that one, and it's black, and it's got a little bit of what color is this? Fawn cream, but like a darker cream, like a khaki sort of color. Black, really nice detailed design. Love it, so cute. This one I got all of them in mediums, and they sit lovely. They're loose, they're not tight around my waist, nothing. They're so pretty. And again, one of the things that I struggle with is length when it comes to dresses. Fushini sometimes gets it right. Sometimes they're far too long and I need to go get them tailored, which also kind of makes me lazy, because I did go into Fushini today and I saw some beautiful dresses. When I fit them on, they were literally floor length and I was stepping on them, and I hate that. So H&M has kind of always gotten it right with these kinds of dresses, and the material. I'll show you. If you've been on my channel for a while, you may have seen me in this dress. I love this dress. It's from H&M. I've had it for years. I was wearing it a couple of days ago. Beautiful dress. Same material as this one. The material is quite nice, man. It's like it's quite breathable and nice for the summertime. I really like it, so I got that. This one is $4.49. I wanted to treat myself. I've been working really hard. I don't want to hear it. I hardly ever buy clothes. You hardly ever see me do clothing hauls and whatever. I'm just showing you what I have. I'm not making a big spectacle of it. I'm like, try it on. Let me show you. Let me that. I'm not going to do that. But I will show you what I've gotten, so that if I can edit it quickly enough in time, you can go to the store and cop it for yourself. All right? What's the date? And then the last one is one that I really do like. And this one is more flowy on me. Green. I think I like green. This one is also $3.79. I think I like green, man. And also, again, floor length. And this one is great. It does not have a belt. I think the whole intention of this one is for it to look flowy. Just, you know what I'm saying? They look very pretty on. I just need you to trust me with that. They look very pretty on. So I got this one as well. Amongst some of the dresses that I already have, I think I'm alright for the springtime. I don't see myself buying anything else. I've got a ton of shoes that could go with all these dresses, but I just wanted just 2 or 3 more new things that I can cop, and loved it for me. Then from G-Star Raw, I picked up, there's a story behind this which I will not share. However, I had to go back to do an exchange, but I picked up some golf tees, which I love, and I picked them up at a slightly bigger size, because that's for the days when I do decide to wear the jeans and then pair it with a nice pair of sneakers. I've got really nice sneakers as well, so that'll work. I got these two because there was a special that they were running, and I was like, what? So one of these, if you buy one, it's 1,000 Rand. So if you buy one of these, it's 1,000 Rand. But if you buy both, it's 1.2. So I was like, what do you even mean? Of course. So we got this. Simple, with just the logo. As you can see, I like it. I like t-shirts that are like this. Love the fact that it's a golf tee. Might just wear it tomorrow because I'm going to step out tomorrow. Might just wear it tomorrow. Really cute. And I got the very same thing in white. So you could get them at 1.2 if it was the same design, just in different colors. If you wanted to buy one, you're paying 1,000 Rand. You're paying 999 for them. And I was just like, what do you mean? No. These are great. They need to get washed. But in the meantime, while I'm here, up here, there are dresses that need to go. There are dresses that I know that it's time for them to go, and it's time for me to clear out my wardrobe. It really is. I think for me, that's one of the hardest things to do, because when I look at my clothes, I think about how all the work that it took for me to buy those clothes, how I was spoiling myself. I have a sentimental attachment. I know what was going on when I bought each item. Like these ones today, I know what was going on. Sometimes when I'm going through a moment, I want to shop and I don't want to hear it, right? And that's probably what's going on, right? I'm going through a moment, I want to shop. But also, it also happens when I'm, changing. My life is going in a different direction. New things are happening. Like I said, new underwear. Get it? Got it? Good. That kind of thing. So when a lot of things are changing and I want to show out, step out, look good, feel good, I typically do this. It's not something I do a lot, maybe 2-3 times a year, and I indulge myself when I do. So, but some of these have been here for months now, and I realize that it's time. It's time to change out the old stuff that I know that I don't wear and put in some new stuff into my wardrobe that I'll be forced to wear and not keep going back to the old stuff. So let's do that. We're going to start doing that now. So it's winter. Okay. Love that one. I wear that one still. These ones. This one is like a pajama dress. It's like you know that time when pajamas were in fashion, but you were wearing them as outfits, but it looks like a pajama. This one it's gonna go, and this one is also gonna go. Good afternoon, friends. It's another day from the last clip that you saw, which was me changing out some clothes and getting rid of some clothes to donate them, and also to have Lily see what she can take from there. And we're gonna donate them to Lily's church and my church as well. So it's pretty good. I ended up getting a lot, literally a lot more clothes than what you guys saw, because when Lily arrived the following morning, I literally gave her everything, and I looked for some more as well. So yeah, it's been good. I feel much more lighter. I feel like it's such a beautiful thing to, you know, if you're in a position of privilege where you can give away anything or where you can donate anything, I think that's just a beautiful thing, and it's something that you should practice, and you should practice it a lot if you can. You know, we can call it decluttering, but I also feel like it's paying it forward. I feel like it's giving back. I feel like it's just doing something nice for somebody who may not otherwise be able to do it for themselves. So I'm really happy that I did that. I'm really happy that I did that. Ooh, it's a bit bumpy on this road, but anyway, so I am now on my way to meet my sister for a quick lunch. We have a lot to talk about. There's been many new things that have happened in my life and in hers, and we need to debrief, right? Normally we meet for brunch at Paul, which is near us here. We have a Paul near where we both live, but today we're meeting at one of our favorite spots, Butcher Boys. I've seen her this whole week, so I'm really looking forward. So yeah, I'm meeting her. Oof, the humps. I'm entering Butcher Boys. Let me show you actually. There is Butcher Boys on your left. That's where I'm meeting her now. Oh, what a day, what a day. Hello, friends. Hi. Hello. Hang out with me while I make some meat. I've got salads galore. It's a different day, and I've been working all day. It's Thursday. It's past 4. knocked off for that day, and go make some food. Okay, I've got a bunch of salads in the fridge, so we're just making meat. Okay, just making meat. And what's up today? Lamb. Lamb esanalwam. Let me just rinse it out first. Alright, it's just clean. Literally just gonna saute this. So put the stove on 3. Oh man, I don't think I've talked much in this vlog except the part where I was showing you guys me, what's this, cleaning out, decluttering some things from my closet. Ever since I haven't really talked much, but there's a bunch of footage that's going to be on my phone. So I thought that this part of the vlog, let's have a chat. All right, we're doing salt. Jeez, this is so hard. Oh my goodness. Okay. Hi bo Nina. Why in the sona? Hey. Hi Lena. This is how people get wrist issues and carpal tunnel. I ain't doing that. If I've realized something, I'm too old to struggle like this. This is a struggle. Okay, that's one. We have garlic pepper here. So it's been a long week. Am I glad that it's Thursday today? Yes, because I'm not working tomorrow. So excited. But there's been a bunch of things that have happened in the South African TikTok space. We're doing lemon and black pepper as well. Lemon is really nice for, okay, not too much of that. Lemon is really nice for chicken, to be honest. Any lemon type of seasoning is better on chicken. I'm not even gonna lie. So TikTok has been a light this week with the conversation around male-centered women, around pick-me's, women who, well, South African TikTok, women who centrally focus their content on men and their relationships and things like that. And you know what? I was here for that conversation because if there's one thing that I hardly ever speak about is the fact that I think to those who've been watching me for some time, you've probably guessed that I'm definitely a feminist. And when I follow content from women anywhere, all over the world, I do not follow content, relationship content and things like that. It's not my cup of tea. I really don't. I will follow somebody, man, woman, whatever. I'll follow them, watching their lives, watching them chase their dreams and their hopes and their goals and their opinions and things like that. But I'll never follow a content creator for their relationship. Couldn't be bothered, babe. And I think it's largely because I don't center relationship content like that. You know what? I think we're going to need to actually talk. You know what I mean? I think we're going to actually need to talk. So let me put this in here, and then I'm going to perk you up in the kitchen, and we'll have a chat. Okay? Let me just tidy this up. Quickly. I did 4 pieces, even though I know I'm not going to have all of them today. I'll probably have 2. I'm such a carnivore. So I'll probably have 2, but the other 2 can be for tomorrow, Friday. And I'm trying to stay away from buying takeout. So The other two will work for tomorrow. Again with a salad for work. But so this week there's been a whole lot of discourse, and I'm saying a whole lot of discourse about male-centered women, and about pick-me women, and relationship content, and women who specifically assume an identity that looks like they've kind of thrown away who they are and assumed an identity that is entirely focused on their relationships or their men. And as I was saying earlier on, I'm not typically somebody who follows that kind of content, relationship content and all of that. I don't care for it, because I love to see women being boss babes, and I love to see women achieving wonderful things, and I love to see women doing the absolute most. So seeing a man being the central focus of a woman's channel, especially a woman that I followed before, I'm not about it. Like, it doesn't intrigue or interest me at all. Without me saying too much, because I actually did a whole entire real talk, I have thoughts video about this particular subject, and I really hope that you guys watch it. I don't think it will have come out by the time you see this, so it will be coming. Once you just see male-centered women, pick-me women in the title, I have thoughts, watch that video. But I had to speak about it because I kind of feel like we need to have that conversation as women living in a patriarchal society that's always benefited men, knowing that men value and benefit more from being in a relationship with a woman than women ever benefit and value from being in a relationship with a man. That I find content like that or women like that, the pick-me women and all of that, that's just everything is about their relationship. I find that content kind of regressive, very regressive, even though I do believe that two things can coexist. Like, you can want to talk about your relationship, you can want to share your relationship and have, fun with sharing your relationship online. But once it borders over the point where it becomes your personality, it becomes your identity, that's when I worry a little bit. You hear my child? That's when I worry, because, sweetie, why? Why, babe? Oh my God. Let me not show my skin. Sorry. Because, no, babe, why? Yeah, so that's when, for me, that kind of content, it becomes really regressive. You can want to share about your relationship, but once it becomes your identity, that I don't know who you are outside of it, I don't know what you like, what your hobbies are, what you would do outside of being in a relationship. Do you have any friends? Do you hang out with anybody? What are the things that set your heart on fire? Once your whole premise of life is to be validated by men and to center your whole life around them, I switch off completely. But I agree that you can celebrate love and your relationship and all of that, while at the same time having the same thoughts that you have about patriarchy and how problematic it is, and how men weaponize incompetence, especially when it comes to women in relationships and all of that. But I think the conversation that people aren't ready to have is the fact that many women shrink themselves, especially in our society with patriarchy and all of that. They shrink themselves, they silence their self-expression, they silence their wants and needs and expectations from relationships, especially pick-me women, all because they don't want to lose the man. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to lose the relationship. They don't want to lose the man. Therefore, you find women sticking around in relationships where the love is completely gone, or they're disrespected, or they're not heard, valued, seen. They're not, all of that. And women who end up centralizing their lives and identities around men and the validation of men seem to take they take issue with women like us and those like me, right, who choose themselves, who choose to walk away from a relationship if it no longer benefits you. I mean, you can work on the relationship, you can try and save a relationship. I think that's just, or work through a relationship. But if you are the one that's doing it alone, I genuinely feel like you should be able to leave. You should be able to leave that relationship and should want to leave, because that is you choosing yourself. But women who validate themselves around, men and the validation of men seem to take issue with women who choose themselves. Like, some of us who choose to have our hopes and dreams. And I'm not saying that they don't, but I'm saying it's questionable. To what degree? You know what I'm saying? And it's been a very interesting conversation on TikTok, South African TikTok, over the last couple of days amongst the women. And I would love, wow, that looks good. Woo, it's going to be a nice dinner tonight. But I would love to hear your chat on that. While we're here, I'm going to catch you up with what's been happening, some of the footage that has probably happened before this, and I'll explain what is while I pour myself a drink. Baby, I am outing and abouting these days, you know what I mean? Yeah, we did Comic-Con some time ago, but I was with my sisters at Comic-Con and I didn't want to film that. Actually, that whole week that I was with my sisters, I was having such a good time with them that I really didn't want to film that. But we went to Comic-Con, and then after Comic-Con, there's just been a lot that's been happening. Been going out with my mates, having a good time. I'm just trying to look through all that footage because there's a lot of footage that's on my phone that I need to, where I went out and I just wanted to grab a really nice breakfast. So I went to Sass Cafe, which is in Johannesburg in the Bedford View area. I go there a lot with my family, and my sister also goes there. So maybe one day, if you like it as well, I could run into you. But it was a morning where, oh my darling, you smell glorious. It was a morning that I just wanted to myself, a very early morning where I woke up at around 7 o'clock. And by 9, I was sitting at, I think it was even 8:30, if I'm not mistaken. No, 9. I was sitting at SAS and I just wanted to read. I needed to get out of the house. I needed to just formulate my thoughts a little bit, think about a couple of things. And sometimes being in the house really stifles my creativity, but also at the same time, it stifles or muddles up my thought processes. So sometimes I just need to step out. And I went out and I read and I did a bit of journaling, chilled at SAS, which was so much fun. I really had a good time there by myself. And I had this most glorious fruit salad thing. I told you guys I'm trying to eat healthy and I've been doing really well at it so far. So, and then a few days after that, I met up with my sister at Butcher Boys, which is also another restaurant that we love to go to. We love to go to Butcher Boys. It's just the thing. Met up with my sister to go to Butcher Boys, and we were just chilling, hanging out, catching up. My sister and I do this thing where, if not weekly, bi-weekly, we will go somewhere and we will eat and we will have drinks and we'll have the best time. And I remember the following day after Butcher Boys, my sister put up a tweet about me. My sister hardly ever tweets about me, and I hardly ever tweet about her. We love trolling each other, but we don't show love and affection on the streets. We show it in the house together privately, But she tweeted, and the most just beautiful tweet that made me feel like I must be doing something right as an older sister, right? So we went out, we did Butcher Boys, we had drinks. It was fabulous, honey, fabulous. The day after that, we had a really great lunch actually at Butcher Boys. We had some small plates, like starter plates with a good salad, and it was just glorious. And then a few days after that, actually the following day after that, we met up again to go to Surasang. And Surasang is, if you're in Johannesburg, you know 4th Avenue. I don't go to 4th Avenue Parkhurst much because that area itself triggers me a lot. And I just don't go. And if you've been following me for a while, you'll know what I mean when I say that, right? But last year, I did a TikTok video of me going to Surasang in Sunninghill with my sister. But this time around, we went to the one in Parkhurst because apparently it's bigger. It's on 4th Avenue. There's all these wonderful restaurants, most of which Naledi and I have been to, and I've been there with friends as well, and you know, a previous relationship. So it's a very emotional street for me, that one, because I've even gone with friends, and some of which I'm not friends with now anymore, and a relationship that didn't work out, and you know, just a lot. But also at the same time, it's got really awesome memories. It's just an emotional street for me. But we went to the Surasang on 4th, and lovely, Gojina. This is some of the food that we had. We had, like, we went to Surasang last year in Sunninghill, and we had a Korean barbecue. This time around, we were famished when we got there because we made sure, and I hadn't eaten since the day before when I was with her, that afternoon before. So when we got there, I was famished, so we went all in. We had some mandu, we had some tteokbokki, we had, this time around, we had a hot pot. We had a hot pot, which was glorious. And then after that, we took a walk on the streets of Parkhurst on 4th, on the 4th Street. And we just randomly jumped into this restaurant with the most glorious bar, the most beautiful bar. And the restaurant is called the Birmingham. And let me tell you about this resty, okay? This restaurant is called the Birmingham. So it was another restaurant before that, but now it's this, I can imagine how it's like at night, but we went during the day. It's this leather, it almost looks like if you'd go there at night, it's got this dark speakeasy kind of feel to it. Leather couches everywhere, a glorious bar. You'll see the image, the footage. And we went there, and the waitresses were all women. And apparently the beauty of this establishment for me is that it's a woman-owned restaurant, and she made it a point to hire only women. And I was just like, that is a girl for the girls. Did you hear my chat? And we sat there after Surasang, where we had some drinks, right? And you know me and my sister, we love us the brown drinks, the brown juice. And we sat there, we had some drinks, we had a chat with the wonderful, beautiful, gorgeous women that work there. And they offered us a cocktail that one of the bartenders, one of the ladies actually made herself, and now it's part of the menu, and it's called the Flamingo. And I had that, and I was just like, wow, and it was so nice. It was so nice. And then after that, we walked back, and we just had an amazing day. We had an amazing day. Got back to Nalza's place, we chilled, we hung out for a little bit, and then I left, and it was so good. I'm just so grateful to have the sister that I have, to have the family that I have, really. But I'm talking specifically with regards to Naledi, because Naledi and I have our disagreements, none which I will ever speak about online. It's not for online, that's our stuff, right? But as we've gotten older, our disagreements are very few and far between. What also makes me feel so amazing is that she trusts me. She wants my advice. She calls me. She goes out of her way. You know, she goes out of her way to work on the relationship that we have, and she asks for my advice on a lot of things, and we talk about everything from relationships to family to money to growing ourselves to the dreams and hopes that we have. It's beautiful, and I'm so grateful for that relationship. I really am. I'm so grateful. And then I think, yeah, that's pretty much what has happened on my phone. The stuff that's on my phone that I need to put into this vlog. And we had just such a glorious, stellar time. And I'm just so grateful. You know, I'm grateful at the fact that things are looking up. I feel great. I feel incredibly blessed. There's just so many good things that are happening right now. So many good things that are happening right now. And I feel pretty good about it. Pretty good about it. Pretty damn good about it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm feeling pretty solid. There have been really heartbreaking things that have happened in the last... I think this video is going to end here. But there have been a bunch of heartbreaking things that have happened to me in the last couple of months that were just really hard, you know. And then there was a difficult time with medical issues with a family member, and then with me again. It's just now that I feel like things are settling down. I'm coming more into myself. I'm choosing myself every day, you know, and I'm okay with where everything is right now in my life. I'm okay, you know, I'm okay. I fight for the relationships that I have with the ones that I love. I nurture them. I feel like the people that are in my life right now, I learn so much from my parents, to my friends, to my siblings. So I'm at a really good place. I'm at a really good place. And I also want to thank you guys, before I wrap this up here, I want to thank you guys because for always sticking around, for always supporting the channel. I love how you guys have taken to the de-influencing series. Please watch it and re-watch it so that we can push these really important conversations, you know. Watch the ads while you do, okay? But also repost them and all of this, because I think it's a very important conversation to have. But I really love how you've taken to that series. I really love how you also watch even the other videos that you're not big fans of, but I love the fact that you support me either way by watching them, and that means a lot to me. So I really want to thank you guys. This is such a great community that we have here, and I don't take that for granted at all. I'm humbled completely. I continue doing YouTube because you guys encourage me and you push me to continue to do it. So I'm not only doing it for myself as a visual diary that I can look back on when I'm in my 50s or whatever, but you know, or the day I decide to stop. But I also do it because there's a lot of you guys that resonate with the life that I live and the content that I create. And if I'm here to be informative, to be funny, to give you a little bit of comical relief, and you enjoy it, and that's why you want me around, then that's why I'll stay, you know. I'm not bothered about numbers anymore. I don't make it a point to look at those things anymore. And it's given me a whole lot of peace of mind because of that. So yeah, I think I'm going to wrap this video up here. There will be a lot of footage in between here, so it'll kind of break up the monotony of how long this part of the video is, but because there'll be footage in between, it should be okay. All right, I'm gonna go. Maybe I might be back a little bit later, but I don't think so. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please like, subscribe, make sure to watch all the ads, and I'll see you in the next visual diary. I'll see you very, very soon. Until then, sayonara.